or watch on Pac-12 Now.
It's a gorgeous November night in Tempe, Arizona. They're getting ready for a big football game tomorrow. We'll explain, but tonight it's outstanding top 25 Pac-12 volleyball, brought to you by our good friends and partners with Tachikara. It's UCLA going toe-to-toe with ASU. We trust you've had a great week. Welcome back on campus alongside 21-time national champion head coach Al Skates. My name is Darren Sutton. Now, Coach, you can't bring a resume like that to the broadcast. I'm going to put you right to work. Give me a key to victory for ASU.
ASU has to match up Whitney Follett on Jordan Anderson. Follett has 400 career blocks. She's the best in-blocker in the Pac-12, and she might shut Anderson down. All
right, so why is Anderson so good? We take a look at her.
Anderson gets 4.8 kills per set. That's number 2 in the Pac-12, and she only plays in the front court, just 3 rotations. So we know she's going to be a force tonight. So Follett will have her hands full if she matches up.
Seniors are honored for ASU, but we focus on a junior with a big swing.
Yeah, Cassidy Pickrell. She has 200 more attacks than anybody else on her team. She's an emotional leader, and if she gets hot, she has a tendency to fire the rest of the team up. So she's really a team player, and look for her to get the most sets.
Both of these teams positioning heading into the NCAA tournament. The matchup on campus is next.
With no added hormones or steroids. Foster Farms, now in your freezer aisle.
Pac-12 Women's Volleyball is presented by Tachikara. We've got the ball. You bring the game. UCLA 21-5 this season. Michael Seeley, a national champ as a coach and as a player for UCLA. Anderson, as we talked about, coming on in the open. Xana Yuno is the setter. She gets all of them set for. Micah is the libero. Jason Watson, recently 200 career victories. Whitney Follett has been very important. She plays outside. She will come back in and block, very important, as we talked about in our open. And Miyaka Ariano on senior night, one of the greatest setters with more than 3,000 assists in her career and 5,000 or 565 this year. The senior out of Xavier College Prep here in the Phoenix area on this senior night. We'll speak of the other seniors here in a moment. For now, Al and I glad to have you with us. Let's play some Pac-12 volleyball. This one very important for ASU. A good weekend for ASU. It will be a very tough weekend for ASU, and they get on the board first.
Well, UCLA depends on ball handling skills. They're a great passing team and a great digging team. And they get more swings than their opponent because they dig so many balls.
Callie Harker, the libero, with the serve. The Bakersfield, California native. Kept alive by Ariano. Harker, free ball over. And that allows UCLA to set things up. That one, a big swing, but it's wide.
2 hitting errors for UCLA, and both of them going wide and low sets that got by the hitting zone of the attack.
That time it was Kyra Rogers, the freshman, the Iowa native, from Iowa to Southern California. She has had a great year, just a soft touch. It's going to be, in the end, a free ball over. Follett sends it. Both these teams looking for their stride, and a push ineffective by Cassidy Pickrell.
Yeah, she was trying to get some hands on that attack. Didn't get any, went out. Well, it turns out that the matchup Follett is on Bushler, and so that means that she won't be on UCLA's best attacker.
The Hawaiian native Rachel Inoue started things with the serve. Block attempt at the net. The kill, Riley Bushler, the sophomore out of Del Mar, California. You know, with 19 aces on the season. You can see a tough serve to deal with. Right to the midsection, she sent that one across for Lexi McLean. Blocked at the net, up the ladder, Jasmine Coots, the Texas.
One-on-one, boy, that is a very nice block. She's going to take cross court here, and she gave her a little bit of line, and got the stuff. Got over fast.
Got her about elbow high with that one, didn't she?
Yeah, she gets up. She gets off the floor fast, too.
Kylie Pickrell to serve. Pickrell will come in and set for the Devils.
Bushler pounds that one in. She had Kutz right in front of Follett right in front of her. There's a little seam. She snuck it through.
Riley had 14 kills and 3 blocks last year at ASU when she was a freshman.
Good save by her.
Attempt by Pickrell. Blocked at the net by the older sister. The tough attempt there by Pickrell. Tried to keep it alive. Point UCLA, 4-3.
So Anderson gets her first kill on her first swing of the night. And she'll get plenty of sets in her 3 rotations across the front.
She got another swing, didn't she? Jordan Anderson.
Well, it's going to be tough in transition to get the best blocker over there because Follett's on the left sideline and Anderson's on her left sideline. So that matchup isn't going to happen unless there's a lot of time.
It stands a little bit below 6 feet. They list her at 6, but when you stand next to her, you can see she's about 5'11".
Well, the setter reached over the net that time to set the ball. The referee caught it. Point UCLA.
Freshman Kylie Pickrell, as you mentioned, got a piece of the net. Bushler to serve for the 3rd time in succession. Pickrell another chance. Sets her older sister. Dug out nicely by Enoy. Just a gentle touch. Pancake save on a beautiful dig. Blocked at the net by UCLA again. And another chance for Follett. She goes deep with it. Point ASU.
Well, Kylie Pickrell got that ball up nicely. We're going to show it to you right now. Left hand pancake. That's really hard to do. And there's the termination. I mean, to bring that left hand and then bring the ball to the left is extremely difficult.
And while we talked about it, this call was just overturned. Jason Watson wants to discuss it right now, and he passionately is.
So the umpire called the ball down on the floor, apparently.
That's a tough break for ASU.
That certainly is.
Serve ball. Top spin right over the net. Tough to deal with.
1-on-1. And boy, Follett was all over that one, but there was just a tiny bit of sideline available.
That's player Felix, the Colorado Springs native. The junior, Felix, 174th kill this year. Follett blocked at the net.
Oh, Muno got all of that one. The UCLA setter, who's not considered a strong blocker, but that time she had perfect form, got over fast.
They step aside for Muno. That's her 24th block of the season. Just a freshman stepping up, kind of climbing the ladder 9-3 early.
Your home telephone. It's still your most reliable.
12 Arizona.
Future Sun Devils on a Friday night to deliver a kill. ASU, they do not have a kill on 6 attacks and a couple of errors, so they're at minus 333 with regard to hitting. UCLA 6 of 12.
Well, you notice UCLA's had twice as many attacks because they've been digging the balls that were hit to them. Now, Jason Watson was discussing that call, that pancake call that the umpires called hitting the floor during the timeout. He spent about 30 seconds of it talking to the umpire, which is effective if you do it in a nice manner like he did.
Anderson's 4th kill, a gentle kill.
4 for 4, by the way. She's having a perfect night.
Hitting .238 on the year when we talk about Anderson. Bins with the swing for ASU. Pickrell. McClain fires it back, and it's dug right back out. And that's what you're talking about. 3 ball over.
Yeah, that was
block goes the Bruins away.
Rachel Inouye on the dig, and here it is. Look at that, 2 hands on that ball. She gets flat to the floor, and UCLA terminates. Inouye is getting over 2 digs per set. She only plays in the back.
They'll set McLean again, the freshman who has had a lot more playing time. Third time not a charm for. Punch is deep, and ASU keeps it alive for Whitney Follett. And that is wide point UCLA, 12-4, they lead it.
Jenny Frager, one of UCLA's two good blocking middle blockers with Claire Felix, didn't even move. She just stayed on Cassidy the whole time. Blocked her twice.
Felix with a service error, her 5th error of the year. She's got 3 aces this year. As for Maiko, the libero steps back on in the white jersey for UCLA. Follett to serve. Whitney, the senior, a great supporting cast here tonight on senior night.
5 for 5 for Anderson.
Again, coach just leaps right out of this building.
I see that they gave her a ton of line because she's a cross-court hitter, but you can't give her 6 feet. She hit that one to the middle back.
Dug out nicely by Muno on the other side.
Muno's a terrific giver. She's number 8 in the Pac-12 as a setter. Yeah, that was a throw.
Caught Anderson by surprise.
You know, if the middle blocker, if Frager doesn't take that ball right in front of her head and takes her over her right shoulder, every ref in the league is going to call a throw on her.
Well, Bianca Ariano, we were talking about her earlier, 565 assists this year, 6 a set, point UCLA. Ariano started things with the serve.
She transfers from Tennessee in 2013, walked on, and of course, she has a full ride now because she's so talented.
So I'll come back home. And a great family representation out on the floor, honored on senior night.
Ace. See, Carly Drolson and Rachel Inoue and Kayla Formica are 3 of the best smalls in the league. And they're great servers, all of them.
Right up the ladder, blocked at the net by Frager. Swing from deep, that's Bree Bailey. And Bailey and Kuntz got together right at the net, point ASU.
That's a big block there.
UCLA 12-4 in conference.
They receive.
8-8.
Now UCLA receives perfectly with 2 passers in most rotations, and not many teams can do that.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness, whiplash on that.
Riley Bushler with that one. Right up under the chin of Bianca Ariano.
Boy, her neck's going to hurt tomorrow. That was a shot.
She's not going to show it.
No.
Bushler with just a touch over.
Ariano hits it with 2 hands that time.
What a beautiful idea that was. That's Kyra Rogers, the freshman, the Iowa native. Played her club ball for the Synergy Force.
Now Kyra usually starts the match because Claire Lawless comes in off the bench. She plays better off the bench. So Kyra's in there as a starter.
Inoue serve is long, the senior. The financial actuarial math major. Pac-12 All-Academic the last couple of years. She's a freshman, Capel, Texas, Capel High School. Kylie Pickrell with the serve.
Yeah, Cassidy Pickrell, her sister, has a tendency to reach outside her shoulder and not penetrate over the net. She paid the price for that one.
This becomes in part their team next year. With Ariano going away, very important, a big role for younger sister Kylie. And the senior leadership there as that one is drilled by Mercedes-Benz on senior night.
Kept in play.
Again, what UCLA does so well is keep it going.
Wow, Cassidy's just bombing the ball, keeps coming back.
It took a block on the other end to finally earn things.
Mercedes-Benz put clamps on that one. Look at that dig. Outside her body. Very nice. That was in the net. And that was still alive too.
Initially that was for Michael. She's got now 400 digs this year. Cassidy Pickrell with a nice save that time. And a point, a very important one. So Lexi McLean all of a sudden is seeing a lot more important playing time, and she is another one who will step in big time next year. When this team lost Macy Gardner, they had to lean a lot on Lexi.
Well, right now she's serving very well, but she's really not hitting very well. But they were going to redshirt and work on that, but they didn't have a chance to do it.
But that pancake kept alive.
Oh, wow, what a start for Anderson. That's 6 kills out of 10 swings so far. Only 1 error. She's hitting 500.
Here's Macy looking on. Torn ACL back in October. Underwent surgery. She will wait to finish up school. She will graduate. She will heal. She will rehab. She's still with her skill set and her career. Hopes to get strong enough rehab to play professionally. Elementary education major. Heart and soul of this team there. A different team without her.
Well, they were number 5 when she was playing, and now they're dropped, I think, 24 perhaps. Yeah, she made a world of difference. She was getting about 5 kills per set, and now Cassidy Pickrell is getting about 2.8 kills per set.
Speaking of Cassidy, that was her attempt there. No, that was McLean just a moment ago. In the end, UCLA with the point.
Another perfect dig right on top of the setter's head, so she had all the options and went to the middle.
They have dug out 16 to ASU's 9 so far.
Yeah, their smalls are just amazing diggers. And their setter, too. Well, Bush was a very good digger. I mean, they're all good diggers.
Binns with the push and the point.
Oh, what a nice play. She just slowed her arm down. She cocked it like she was going to really spank it and just dropped it in there.
Mariano starts with the service.
There's a block. Again, 2 in a row now. That one was Kuntz.
McLean and Kuntz side by side, a pair of freshmen, the future of this program. Back to a senior serving. UCLA leads it by 7. Kept alive by Harker. Bree Bailey. A diving effort there, but ineffective by Muno, the freshman.
Yeah, she kind of overran that one. Yeah, hit her high in the forearms. That's when she'll have probably 9 out of 10 times usually.
A little bit more effective with Anderson right now, but they have to keep that up. Setting Bailey.
Number 10 in the net. The quick hitter was running her route. She got too close to the net. She didn't get the set, but she got the net. So it's ASU's point.
UCLA calls a timeout, leading in 2016, and some momentum right now for ASU. Senior night, it's a special night. All those years you coached, when the families come, they visit. You remember those that had a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And tonight on senior night, we've already spoken of Bianca Ariano, who was honored. Before the game, there's Bianca.
Yeah, all the families were here for him. They were quite well received before the match started tonight. There's Whitney Follett, 4-year starter, 400 career blocks. What a career she's had here at ASU. And of course, Macy, she broke a 20-year-old kill record of 1,871 on October 4th. And then she, shortly after, broke her ACL. Mercedes-Benz, she's graduated in 3.5 years and now is well into a master's degree. So she barely qualified out of high school, qualified on the last day of testing, and has really turned her academics around here at ASU. Great story.
Senior Andy Lawrence also honored, the Phoenix native, and Four-year team manager Whitney Perkins honored on senior night for ASU as well. So congratulations. In a classy move by ASU, they called over with a bouquet of flowers all of the UCLA seniors, and a good move of sportsmanship as well.
Yeah.
UCLA taking the flowers, saying thank you very much, now we plan to beat you. And we'll do it like that. We will do it like that. Anderson, her 8th kill.
Anderson is hitting the ball very hard tonight. She's had some shoulder problems, but I would say it's healed. She's just blasting it. That did not cross the net. 4 hits on ASU.
It was Jasmine Coots with the attempt. We are at set point. We're just shy, 23-16. And 17, trying to hang tight.
Well, we can get a little momentum going for the second set here. That's about all I can do right now.
Free ball over, Ariano just to keep it alive. Dug out by Bianca. Busser with the attempt, blocked UCLA. Pickler with the gentlest of touches, it's kept alive.
That was hit into the antenna.
That was some volleyball.
Great rally, though. Great rally.
Formico using the foot.
Oh, that's a nice kick there.
Up by 5. That'd be a very tough run to pull off. Been done before. That's how you do it. Bree Bailey with the kill.
Okay, now if they score again from the service line, and if they score 2 from the service line, it would be a huge bonanza.
Without an error, Bailey 3 of 8, hitting .375. Lexi McLean starts it with the serve. Point doubles, that one deep, long. Kyra Rogers with the miss.
Emotional senior night here, and they're fired up. ASU's fired up now. Substitution for UCLA, and we have a new opposite in the game, Haley Lawless.
Lawless, number 4 in that blue jersey. Another point for the Devils.
Cassidy Pickerel hits off the top of Lawless's hands for the point. Now they're in the game. 21-23. Right off the hands. Good shot down the line. The high flat one doesn't come back when you hit it down the line. Comes back when you hit it to the middle of the court.
Don't forget Wednesday, it's an epic battle. Finale for our women's volleyball match of the week series after suffering a 3-set sweep earlier in the season. Number 11 UCLA wants nothing more than to take down the crosstown rivals and top-ranked USC. It's the women's volleyball match of the week. It's Wednesday at 8. Get ready for your Turkey Day in the right place on the Pac-12 Network or watch on Pac-12 Now, pac-12.com. Anne-Marie Anderson and Dane Blanton have that call. Looking forward to that. We also back. Al and I will be back with you with some volleyball the day after Thanksgiving. As ASU and U of A will tip it off.
Well, what's happening here is that when UCLA goes to the middle, they put the ball away. Claire Felix is 2 for 4. Jeannie Frager's 3 for 4. Anderson's cooled down a little bit. She was a perfect 5 for 5 early. And now she's dropped down to 400 from a perfect night.
So 5 for 5 to start things. 3 of her last 10 with a couple of errors since. So that's only hitting 100 in her last 10 swings.
ASU's coming back with blocking and digging.
It's the digging of UCLA that got it there. Boy, there was some hammer and emphasis from Frager.
And somebody looked at the stat sheet over there during that timeout, and they went to the middle.
Frager now 4 of 5 without a miscue, hitting 800.
I always told my setters, just keep feeding the quick hitters until they stop them, and then come back to them again, because their hitting percentages are always way higher than the outside hitters, except if you have a Jordan Anderson on your team and she's hot, then it could be changed. But at the end of the day, at the end of the match, you'll see the middles are hitting for a way higher percentage and hardly get any sets at all. And there's so many perfect passes and digs by the UCLA team. They could probably go to him a lot more.
These two teams met back on October 18th at the Wooden Center. It was a 3-set sweep, 25-21, 25-16, and then a good final, 30-28. Felix had a very good match.
Well, the Sun Devils are playing a lot better now than they were then. They were using a slightly different lineup then, and now they know what their lineup is, and they've played together for quite a while since the career-ending injury to Macy Gardner. Not career, I mean senior career.
Right. I guess that's a part, coach, of just learning how to go on without Macy. And you have to grow or you'll get swallowed up in this conference.
Oh, absolutely.
Michael Seeley knew it wouldn't be a walk in the park this weekend. The accomplished coach so quickly at UCLA. Already a national championship in his 6th year. 80 games over 500. Right into the net it goes. Service error, and it's just a pair. ASU trails.
This would be a great comeback for ASU if they could pull this one off.
Or Micah with back-to-back service errors. Tough spot to have that one come. Parker not about to go the same route. That'll do it, though.
Yeah, the middle has been just golden for UCLA.
You commented on Haley Lawless coming in. She had 149 kills on the year. Kill number 150 ended this one. UCLA again has high hopes. They want to sweep the state of Arizona. They're off to a good start. Pac-12 volleyball brought to you by Tachikara.
You're watching Pac-12 Arizona.
Interesting thing about Jordan Anderson is that she played soccer forever as a youngster. She ran track and field, but then volleyball at 15 years old.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've had some soccer players, and it really helps with your footwork. She can hit a variety of sets, even behind her back, behind her shoulder, outside her hitting area. But she gets her feet to the ball so well that she puts herself in a good position. She has 8 kills, which is more than Arizona's entire team, who has 7 kills. Arizona came back because UCLA had 6 service errors and Arizona had 4 blocks. That's how they made their comeback. They're only hitting 081, and UCLA's hitting 286. And whoever's hitting for the best average wins about 95% of the time. But through blocking and digging, they almost pulled it off. And service errors by UCLA, of course.
UCLA leads it out of the gates as they grab the first point. Bormico started it with the serve. Had a couple of miscues in the last set. Again, dug out by the Bruins. That time, just out of survival. Olsen with the effort, but couldn't come up with it.
Olsen made that right shoulder dig a moment ago and almost got another one. She's another fantastic digger. She's getting about 2 digs per set. 14 aces and 14 service errors. That's pretty amazing when you can go 1-to-1 on that.
She had 9 digs and an ace as a younger player last year here at ASU. That one is a point for the Sun Devils long there. Haley Lawless, a local, has a great support system here. Haley out of Tempe, Arizona, Seton Catholic. Oh, good school in Chandler, Arizona. This has to be fun for her to come back home again.
Bushler knocking the left hand back of the in blocker there, hitting that ball very strongly.
And they remember her dad, Judd Bushler, had a great NBA career, played for 12 years, was a 3-time world champ with the Bulls. His Jordan teams.
Not only that, he was the best player in the Al Skates volleyball camp when he was in high school.
Really?
Yes.
Mom was an outstanding volleyball player as well. Great athlete. He was a setter at U of A.
Not only that, at Miracosta, she was the player of the year, California State Player of the Year in 1985, and they went 30-0 in the state championship and won the national championship too.
Mom and Dad are the Jeans. That one is fired long. Riley's the story, though. She is today's news. Mom and Dad, their athletic works are history, certainly. And Riley, just a sophomore, a bright UCLA and Pac-12 career yet ahead of her.
Yeah.
I mean that with respect, Mom and Dad, to your yesterday's news. A wall was there. Follett standing side by side with Binns. Whitney with the block.
Follett is the best in blocker in the Pac-12. She blocks in the middle sometimes, but boy, you better not go line when she's blocking the end.
It's her first block. Got 122 on the year total blocks.
And she's been in blocking ever since Macy Gardner went down most of the time.
Paul Kane High School, St. Albert, Canada. Macy looks on, had a chance to see ASU practice this week. Macy already up on a bike, rehabbing, exercising.
Oh my. I thought that might be going out of bounds, but it's close enough, you got to play.
That looked like Jordan Anderson with the block.
Yeah, she got a little piece of it, and oh, good serve.
Boy, Riley with a very tough serve. She's had 15 aces coming in.
Yeah, UCLA is a strong serving team. She put it right in that seam between the libero and Pickler.
And a point doubles that time, given right back on an error.
Yeah, I really like to see a repeat to the same area when two people are having a problem right in the same seam if you can do it. Well, that was kind of a broken play. The quick hitter got there late, but made a great dink shot to an open area for the kill.
It was a break for UCLA, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, she couldn't hit it. It should have been red, actually, because once the ball goes below the net, you got to think dink.
The kill that time for Whitney Follett. Her second.
She never has played outside hitter before Macy Anderson went down, and then she was thrown into that spot. And she's really turned into a great outside block.
Big family section looking on, all wearing that number 8 on the ASU jerseys.
Anderson hit that one late. In other words, after the apex of her jump, and the block was coming off the net, so it went down on their side.
Whitney's mom is Maureen, her dad is Willie.
Yeah, she was recruited on a lovely spring day out here. She came from the snow and cold and fell in love with this site and signed her first day of the visit. So she had to be 18, because if you're under 18, the parents have to sign.
Okay. The weather outside was not frightful. I would imagine it was in Canada, as that one is put away by Haley Lawless.
Well, this is the scenario. Lawless doesn't start, but she comes off the bench and usually plays pretty well off the bench. So the starter, Kyra Rogers, may not return if Lawless is playing well.
Oh, Haley with some nice support over there.
Good move by Bushler. She got her feet to that inside set so she could turn line. Most people are late and they only have one shot when it's inside like that. Watch her footwork. She's out of the picture now, but here she comes, late and fast, so she can grill line.
And yet it was another good dig that kept that play alive.
That's right.
Might have been the story as that one is fired wide. Lexi McLean with the attempt that time.
Yeah, by the time she hit it, it was a little low. It's hard to bring it down. It's about net height when she hit it.
Carly Drolson with the serve. She played her club volleyball with Wave Volleyball. Point ASU. Jasmine Kuntz on the front.
Yeah, Kuntz is a true freshman. She's only hitting 186, so that's a good kill for her right there.
Bright future?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, she's got the quickness and the coordination. She just needs some experience. She hasn't had a lot of experience. Oh, they let that throw go. Got a touch on that one, right off the hands.
And so we are tied at 10.
Here's the touched, right there. Not much of one. Oh my.
Well, that was a tough set, and then in the end cleaned up so nicely by Frager.
Yeah, the setter could only make one set, and that was to the quick hitter, and she got there just in the nick of time to put that ball away.
Playing with a tough decision as that one was right on the line.
Good up.
Free ball, not necessarily an easy attempt. That one is dug out by Drolson on the attempt by Bailey. You see Bailey again. We do. And a miss deep.
That was close. Good swing.
UCLA by a pair. Bruins have won 2 of their last 3. Win at Oregon State, loss at Oregon in a 5-setter. And a win at Utah before that. Point Devils right at the net. Riley Bushler couldn't stop things.
Look at that, on her knees. She's crawling to dig that ball. Excellent.
Parker with a fabulous dig. Sets up Pickrell on the other side.
Good set by Drolson. Oh. Great transition to the middle. See, the middle was available, and that was deep into the rally. Yeah. If you keep setting them, they'll keep working hard to get in position to be available.
Felix without a miscue, 4 of 7, hitting .571.
Yeah.
Service error, and the Devils pull back within 1.
Both these middles for UCLA are outstanding blockers and attackers.
ASU opened the season on a 15-game winning streak. 15. Second best start ever in program history. To the loss of Macy Gardner, that one goes to UCLA. They lost 7 of 9. Now piecing it together slowly and hoping to peak at the right time. Jason Watson's team has won 2 of their last 3.
Yeah, they're playing the best they have with this lineup. Without Macy.
Set was to the outside for Anderson.
Oh
just
my!
A quick over. And what a decision for that kill, Jordan Anderson.
Anderson, that was a very quick set over the net. You don't see that very often.
On a Friday night in Tempe, Arizona, getting closer to Thanksgiving, enjoying a ride right down Mill Avenue.
Charlie Turner-Thorne, I'm the head women's basketball coach at Arizona
Devils. You're watching Pac-12 Arizona.
With regard to great players and kills, it's not always about power, though it is a lot with Anderson. Not this time, though.
This is a power set over the net. That ball was set very quickly to the inline. Heads up play.
That's what we're used to seeing from Anderson.
You don't see Anderson's play outside of picnics very much, you know. That's that rarely could go down, but she's got it to the right spot.
Started a career, by the way, in the Big 12 in West Virginia before transferring to UCLA and had a couple of great years. She was two-time All Big 12. Well, she nearly got the line that time. Point Devils.
Yeah, there was a mass exit out of that program when the coach changed positions and went to another university. Several of the girls left.
Left leading her conference in points. Points per set. As she keep that one alive. Attempted by Claire Felix. We'll see Felix again. Nope, it's to the other side. There's
that was clever.
Again.
Very clever. She went up like she was going to dink it right over the end blocker. And with a flick of the wrist, she sends it perfectly to the corner. That's a hard play.
The junior Felix with the service.
Nice shot. Good transition by McLean.
That's a glimpse into the future for Lexi McLean that we talked about.
Yeah, I mean, she's quick. She got back behind the 3-meter line, that transition, and had a nice approach on the second swing.
A couple of weeks back, Lexi had 13 kills against Washington State. It was a coming out party. It was a 4-setter, but boy, did she have a fabulous match point Devils.
McLean, that's another one. She's fired up. Yeah. Okay. There's the first one. Now she's behind the 3-meter line, gets a good approach, 2-step approach, puts it away.
Teammates liking her strength and her size and her jumping ability to Macy Gardner, a much younger Macy Gardner.
Nice shot to the corner. Bailey.
Bailey 5 of 15 with just one miscue, hitting .267. As she gets a break as that one climbs over. Anderson blocked at the net.
Boy, Bailey put that down sharply. That ball was right at Anderson's toes.
Drawn even at 17.
Yeah, she's way over. Bree's dad played on the '83 NCAA championship team in North Carolina.
We remember what the work he did at NC State. Then went to the NBA and scored more than 12,000 points, Thurl Bailey.
Yeah, wow. Good server and Follett at the back line, 17 all.
Came in with 20 aces. Quick set, quick over. ASU ready. So is Lexi McLean.
McLean is hot. She's only hitting .086 for the season, but she's hot tonight. Boy, she's really coming along. Sometimes there's a big improvement between a freshman year and a sophomore year, and she just powered it through the middle block of UCLA that time. When she gets a little range, she's got the power. When she gets a little more range on her shots and gets that wrist-away shot inside the block, she'll be tough to stop.
Centennial High School, Frisco, Texas. Played on the same club team with the Pickrell sisters. She has found a home here. Very important part of the future for this program. By the way, don't forget, hang around with us at the intermission. Katie Boggs is in the studio. Before we get it to Katie, we'll have a conversation with the very successful Michael Seeley, the UCLA head coach. about his plans, not only for the rest of this match, but for the postseason. He's got some big hopes. Number 2, Huskies at Oregon in women's volleyball. UCLA men's soccer earning a first-round victory. Good news out of Arizona yesterday, by the way, as the Wildcats women's soccer team with a victory as well at the NCAA tournament. Good news on the pitch.
Well, coming in and looking at the stats, the only thing that the Sun Devils did better than the Bruins was block. And they're winning against 6 blocks, 6 points to 2 in blocking. However, they're also hitting for a better average in this set. They're hitting 206 to 176. They're siding out better. That means on the first serve, they're putting the ball away 58% to 55. And they've got momentum now. With a good server at the line still.
Got that momentum. Lexi's got that momentum. See if she gets a chance to use it. Kept alive on the other side by Pickrell. Just a touch over. Dug out on a dive. Formico for UCLA. That's Bree Bailey with the kill. Her 6th.
Yeah, Anderson is not a good blocker for as well as she hits, and she certainly scores a ton of points for the Bruins, but one-on-one, she doesn't stop many people. 2 persons up on the block. They were ready for that one. McLean helping out, coming over from the left side. And they stuff it.
It'll take quite a run by UCLA as they trail it by 3. It's a tough decision. That one might have gone long. Another block right at the net.
Oh, boy.
Bailey side by side with Binns.
Jordan Anderson is just blasting the ball, but when that block is solid, it comes back fast.
When ASU is right, it is their blocking game that can carry them. As a matter of fact, all year long, much more successful in that area than their foes. So we talked about it really rolling into break. Blocks per set, UCLA superior, or I should say ASU superior to UCLA, but the number's daunting so far in this one.
Well, the big block is just terrific for Arizona State. They, Binns has 2 solos and 3 assists already, and Bailey has 1 solo and 2 assists, and they're side by side right now.
The big hits are coming from the freshman you saw just a moment ago with those numbers, Lexi McLean.
Net on the way up. On the way up, Bailey got her fingers caught in the net. See, in my opinion, that should not be called. It has nothing to do with the play. It was the bottom of the net. Why stop the play for that? But they do, so that's the rule.
Keep an eye on Haley Lawler. She just stepped in for UCLA. She had some big swings late in the last set.
Oh, no rotation on that one. She didn't get on top of that ball and sails along.
Nuno serving. Great athletic family. Mom on the golf side. Dad played college football. There's Lexi again.
Well, Lexi's hitting smart, staying away from the tough middle blocker of UCLA and going after Jordan Anderson, the weaker of the 2 blockers. Smart move by the rookie.
Devils 3 away from making this one really interesting.
Boy, that's a big miss. That was way out of bounds.
Jason Watson recently with his 200th career victory. 126 wins here on campus at ASU. Reed Bailey, but the wall was there.
That's the middle blocker. You don't want to hit at UCLA's middle blockers. Boy, was that good.
Looked like Frager.
Such penetration. That ball's down on the 1-foot line. Boom. Wow. So Arizona State has success when they're picking on the in blockers, but not the middle blockers. Both girls are either getting good touches where they're getting digs off it, or the occasional stuff like that one.
So we're getting a glimpse of the future a little bit with Lexi McLean, though, and we've seen the important move made by ASU. And Lexi, outside of the blocks, she's been the big swinger.
Yeah, this set, she's had 3 kills, and they're good kills, very powerful. They're not coming back. She's terminated. So that one was right through the block. But the other two, they found little seams. And she's going to be a very good player in the future. She's got the strength. She can jump well. She's coordinated. Just has to learn a few more shots right now.
In Texas, her district's blocker of the year. Interesting, blocker of the year. Now she has moved more to the offensive attack, or she can shake it up. Like that.
Yeah.
That's someone having fun. She's dancing, her hair is dancing.
Okay, Drolson at the service line, one of the best servers, came into this with 14 aces and 14 errors, which is very unusual. I mean, I can think of some teams I coach with 3 times as many errors as aces. Go one-on-one, it's terrific.
Big serve for Carly, as you're talking about her. Wave Volleyball, her club team, a heck of a gymnast in high school as well. Fires it to the back corner. Lexi again, but that time it's dug out. Formico keeps things alive for UCLA. Free ball over. Just too hot to handle.
Well, Kuntz had to stay there with the middle attacker at UCLA because that dig was perfect. So they had a one-on-one outside, got the kill.
Bushler with her 6th kill a moment ago, hitting 091, 6 of 22. She's had shots at it. They've been setting her a bunch. Oh, how about that? No question about it for Jasmine Kuntz.
She hammered that one. Yeah, Bushler went up with the setter here. Watch Bushler frozen with the setter. So that wrist away was wide open.
Dig that one, is what she's thinking. It's frustrating sometimes when you have such a solid digging team on the other side.
Oh!
And then a serve like that.
The bottom dropped out of that serve. And Drolson, who rarely gets aced. Oh, wait a minute. The linesman said the ball was up. Said it went into somebody's foot. But the referee overruled the linesman. So in other words, the dig hit a UCLA's player's foot, maybe the floor at the same time, we don't know. But the linesman said it was in play, but the whistle blew, but that waved off.
Meantime, set point up by a pair. Can they put it away now? ASU knows they'd like to. Do not keep UCLA in it, and that's exactly what they do. And Jasmine Kuntz with the block, the freshman.
The big block of the Sun Devils wins set 2. Boy, that rattled around a little bit, but went down sharp.
And on senior night, managing to gather a little bit of momentum. One set apiece for these two teams. Michael Seeley, the head coach of UCLA, standing by along the other side. Coach Seeley, the last 3 or 4 minutes assess, and I know you're going to talk to your team right about it. You probably won't talk about that first set. Assess what you saw the last 3 or 4 minutes of this second set.
You know, I thought we did a good job of coming back. Got stuck. Weren't very clean. You know, when you give up a 7-point run, you dig yourself a pretty big hole. I thought we did a good job of fighting back in. We had a chance to win the set and just didn't close out.
Coach, is this the best blocking team you've seen so far in the Pac-12? They have 9 blocks in 2 sets.
No. No, I think probably 6 of those blocks in one rotation and we got stuck. Yeah, they're big. But if we're out of system, you know, it is what it is.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Well, he cleared that up for us.
Yes, he did.
I guess he could be straight with you. He played for you. He coached under you. And I guess with that kind of relationship, you know what? He can be honest with you, right?
He was always honest with me. He was my captain in '93.
Now the beat goes on, Coach. The beat goes on.
You're watching Pac-12 Arizona, home of the Arizona State Sun.
12 women's volleyball is presented by Tachikara. We've got the ball. You bring the game.
Well, these teams are really putting a lot of pressure on each other because after 14 swings, Arizona State only has 1 kill. After 12 swings, UCLA has 3 kills but 2 errors. So, wow, they're blocking well, they're digging well, both teams. There's another block.
Right at the net. Muno and Felix. And Claire Felix with the block. She came in with 92.
First block of the set for UCLA.
Over her head, a solid effort by Inoue, but not a whole lot she could do in the end. Point Devils.
Yeah, she needed a good vertical jump to get up there and get down. You could tell that was out right away. That ball was really hit hard. To put topspin on that one to make it stay in.
The broadcasting major, Cassidy Pickrell, will go to the Cronkite School in her next semester.
No, Follett was totally in rhythm on that hit. She really looked like an outside hitter on that play.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, she waited, she had a good approach, and she found the hole and hit high.
She's got 5 kills, 21 tries, 5 errors, so hitting percentage back to 0. Another block for ASU, and a big one.
Boy, this is at least 10 blocks now for ASU. No. Boy, Ben's got over there fast. Thought there was going to be a hole.
Hayes and Bree Bailey teaming up. Lexi McLean will send it over. Anderson deep. 9-8.
That's a solid block. The two great blockers over there. Bailey and Benz. They're solid. And they know it's going to Anderson. So this is a good matchup for ASU. Follett doing something she didn't have to do, run off the backcourt and get a dig.
Dug out by Pickrell beautifully. And unfortunately for ASU, after that valiant effort, they can't turn it into a point. UCLA by a pair.
Great dig by Pickrell.
Muno from Hermosa Beach, California, psychology major. Another JJ's a baseball player, an infielder for UC Santa Barbara, and it's her serve in the end that nets a point for UCLA.
You know, it's only 30 feet down that line, and you can hit a lot higher and flatter if you go cross court. It's 45 feet on that kind of set.
You know, another tough serve to deal with.
Like that.
She dug that one out. Blocked at the net, Bruins. Like Haley Lawless, the Tempe, Arizona native. There's Muno.
Beautiful dig. Well, there's okay, here's the termination on this one now. Boy, that was a really high set. Wallace was expecting a lower one. 2 people up on the quick hitter that time. Touch on the block. Bailey going off the top and long point Sun Devils.
11-10. Ariano with the serve. Blocked. Devils.
Bailey is really active tonight. She got over and closed the block with Kuntz very quickly. Great footwork.
Bailey's got 5 blocks tonight. 8 kills, 5 blocks.
Oh my. Muno set the ball into the antenna. The wheels are starting to fall off here. And they're still only 1 point behind.
Well, those 18 assists for Ariano, Utah. A miss hit, got it off the side of the hand. Prager with an error.
Muno's last 2 sets were both low and slow to the quick attackers instead of being high and fast.
It needs to be mentioned they are waiting for Ryan Chandler and her health, just trying to get her back on a day-to-day. And
UCLA runs a 5-1 offense. That means there's 1 setter that plays all 6 rotations. And Ryan Chandler was that setter. But she's day to day, as we've heard in the conference call. And right now, Muno's been doing a good job, but she looks a little rattled right now. She's setting the ball low and slow to the quick attackers. And the last outside set went into the antenna. So Coach Seeley has got to settle down his freshman setter, get her back in the groove.
They're having a conversation right now. Quick reminder, next Friday, number 23 Arizona plays host to desert rival, the 24th ranked ASU volleyball program, who comes out on top. Coverage begins next Friday. 2 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Mountain on Pac-12 Network, or watch on Pac-12 Now on Pac-12.com. Al and I will have that call the day after Thanksgiving. Of course, these two football teams play tomorrow. And a rivalry that is a fan favorite here on campus. Students, obviously, they come a lot, but then it becomes a very tough ticket to get. You want to make sure you're inside. They call it Camp Fargo, means you're sleeping outside of Wells Fargo next to our production truck. This is earlier today. You know, it's interesting, and it's a great play by the network, because with Al flying in from Southern California, Al, we just took care of you. You're just going to stay right out there tonight. And then one of the students will give you a bike. You can ride back over to the airport.
Yeah.
We'll see him when we head out.
Here's what happened during the timeout. We have a setter change for UCLA. Michelle Leonard is coming in, a 5'9" senior with one varsity letter to set for UCLA. And this is her first match of the year. First match of the year.
Boy, what a tough decision to make. It is a senior, and seniors being honored. She was honored before the game, but now she is a big part of UCLA right now. Number 5, Michelle Leonard.
Chandler obviously isn't ready to play.
And a point for UCLA with Leonard on the floor.
And she gets her first assist.
How tough is that decision to make for Coach Seeley?
Well, after the last 3 sets I saw his setter deliver, I think it was pretty easy. She'll be back in. She'll be back in. She needs a breather.
Looks like it got a hand on the way over, but there is no call.
See, the important thing Seeley did is he called a timeout. He spoke to Muno for 60 seconds at least to prepare her for being subbed out. So she'll have a good frame of mind when she comes back in. Now that's a good set. High and fast to the middle. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of set the middle hitter can crush. She's straight up and down, high and fast. That's how you set the quick hitter.
Point Devils.
Bushler couldn't get to that one. Oh, that ball was out of bounds. I mean, the serve was out of bounds. Also, the pass was out of bounds.
So ASU leading at 16-13.
Perfect pass. Now that set was right.
She'll get a chance here again after the free ball over. Maybe. Not another chance, says Follett.
Follett just crushed 2 balls from the right side. Her previous row across the front, she got another one. And she really got on this one too. Boy, Grossen's getting work done back there.
Beautiful dig by Harker. Pickrell sends it long. 17-15, Devils lead it.
Well, she took a good hard swing at that one. That was behind her hitting zone, behind her right shoulder. Now Pickrell's having a rough night. She's hitting 0-7-1 right now.
4 of 28 with 6 miscues. Follett, on the other hand, has delivered some offense. Ariano sends Harker to the bench to keep that one alive. Beautiful dig by Lexi McLean. Blocked at the net, UCLA. And that block, by the way, was Leonard. Not that time, though, Point Devils.
She went right back at Leonard, which was a good move. Leonard doesn't elevate very high above the net, so you want to stay away from Felix. Felix is 6'6", junior middle blocker. He gets 1.1 blocks per set.
Back set.
That was nice. It was a good set.
And over the shoulder. ASU there again.
Bushler just hammers it right into Follett. He just destroys the ball straight down.
Pair of blocks for Follett to go along with those 6 kills.
This block is the best block I've seen this season. Best team blocking.
13 team blocks for ASU, 4 for UCLA. That's a tough serve. Very good serve. In.
In this 6-2 offense that the Sun Devils are running, there's never a weak blocker up at the net. The setters just play the back court.
Jessica Nov
right off the shoulder. She couldn't get out of the way.
Jessica with the service ace, the Australian native. You name a sport in high school and Jessica played it.
They go right back at McLean again. Now Follett's picking up the UCLA setter. She's a liability at the net.
That's Whitney's 7th kill.
Leonard's doing a good job of setting, though, since she came in midway through this 3rd set. Nice set.
And a set in a perfect spot for Claire Felix, who closed that one.
Yeah, she has to go to the middle because the middles are doing a good job for UCLA. Bushler's just getting terminated out there every time she hits the ball. She's not being able to destroy the block of Arizona State.
Felix with a service error has ASU 4 away from grabbing this 2nd set, or 3rd set, I should say, and getting their 2nd set, leading it 2-1. Dependable serve for Follett. Whitney's had a nice night. Mercedes-Benz. Haven't heard from her a ton.
Well, they don't set her very much. They haven't set her very much all season, but she's really been blocking tonight, that's for sure. She gets 1 point. Oh, beautiful ace by Follett. Boy, that's a tough serve. It's about 12 feet from the net, right on the line.
That's Whitney's first ace of the night, I should say. She's got 21 on the season. We have seen the Pickerel sisters certainly work their magic, and it could be a strong finish for the junior Cassidy. Stay tuned. ASU and their head coach Jason Watson know that they don't want to leave any doubt for the NCAA selection committee, and a win on a night like tonight for ASU would lock up that berth that they know they already deserve.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I think they're in any way, but this would really help with the seeding. Oh,
14 blocks.
I'll tell you what, those 2 girls, these ladies are just stuffing everything. The left side hitter is getting stuffed. Solid block. Bibbs is the best blocker on the floor tonight, and Bailey is just doing a great job at in blocking position.
UCLA tries to get some momentum. Jordan Anderson with the kill. Bibbs and Bailey combined have 13 of those blocks.
Yeah, 14 blocks in all tonight for Arizona State, compared to 4 for the Bruins.
Set point, ASU. Anything you can do, I can at least try to do. Frager with the block.
Yeah, Frager's one of the leading blocks, 7th leading block in the Pac-12. 1.2 blocks per set.
That serve is long. ASU looking to send a message in front of the home crowd on senior night on this Friday night. They go up 2-1. Again, the selection committee, they know they've got 4 big matches to close out the year, ASU. Well, this would send a solid message.
I'd rather their first NCAA tournament.
So 25 points, an awful lot of points to grab. There's no doubt about it. But if you can do something like create momentum, if you're ASU, you just don't want to have it to go to 5. And it's been the blocks that have got them to this point.
14 blocks for ASU. They are the strongest team against left side hitters I've seen this season. They shut down the left side hitters. And in UCLA's offense, that's where most of the sets go. Anderson has 34 sets. Bushler has 33. Those are the left side hitters. That is a lot of sets, folks. And ASU defends that hit better than anybody in the league. So that's what's giving them the momentum. They're great blocking. Everybody has a block that plays the front row for the Sun Devils tonight.
Benz and Coots, that's Pickrell, that's McLean, Follett.
Well, you put Bailey and Benz together, and that is a dynamite block. And Bailey, she blocks the left side hitter, and Benz comes over and joins her from the middle.
And even the athleticism of Coots as well.
Okay, we have a setter substitution. The original setter is back in. Munoz is back in for the 4th set.
So number 9, Zana Munoz.
5'10" freshman got the call when Chandler went day-to-day halfway through the season.
The two battled for this spot in the preseason. And so when we talked about Coach Seeley's decision, he said, look, I mean, she almost earned a starting spot in the preseason, Munoz.
Yeah.
So she is out there at a very important time.
Well, she was very shaky and early in the 3rd set, and now she's back. She set well the first 2.
Lexi McLean, the freshman, to start things with a serve and another block for the Devils.
Well, that was a very low set to the quick attacker again. Had good speed, but it was just too low. You got to use the height and make the quick hitter extend their arms.
15-team blocks for ASU. Beautiful dig by Harker. Bree Bailey with the swing. Ormico sets. UCLA trying to cash in. Pickrell with a quick over. I don't know with the dive. The senior keeps it alive. Somehow that snuck in.
Yeah, Cassidy must have found a seam there. The middle must have been a little late. I think she got a piece of, yeah, there's just that little seam. Squeezed it through there. Great serve. Another low set to the quick attacker.
Point Devils kill Pickrell. You know, we showed her some video of her going to break earlier, knowing she had struggled. We had a smile about it looking at the numbers, and the one thing we knew that maybe she'd have a strong finish because she hasn't been strong.
Well, she's all the way back to 0 now. She was negative for most of the match.
Yeah, I think she's ready to help out.
She's just got a stuffed block.
I think she's ready to help. Yeah, you betcha.
Okay. Now that time she went straight over, didn't reach outside her shoulder, so she had good penetration.
Hey, she does have that momentum going right now. UCLA needs to get on the board. That's an easy decision. Ariano left it up there, and it's closed quickly by Jordan Anderson.
Namo's in now, number 22 for UCLA, at the outside hitting spot. Bushler's on the bench.
Jessica Namo, Gold Coast, Australia. Bree Bailey, Point Devils. The attempted dig there by Carly Drolson.
Namo's not a very good blocker. They went right after her and got the kill over her. I don't know if that was designed or just the normal setting rotation. She's a good hitter. There's a net on the play, and Namo gets her first kill.
When you look big picture at this rivalry, it really hasn't been one. UCLA in their 78 matchups has won 68 times. And ASU has won 2 of the last 3.
Oh, no. She gets a solo stuff. Namo, very good. Oh, that textbook. She made a move into the seam and took the cross court away. Beautiful.
We talked about how well-rounded of an athlete she was in high school, playing literally every sport you can imagine. She shoots that one over. I'll tell you about some of those sports in a minute. So Namo in high school, you were speaking of her when she came on, the redshirt sophomore for UCLA, Benoit High School, Gold Coast in Australia, against Jason Watson's team. So she played volleyball, beach volleyball, basketball, cross country.
Well, she represented Australia in beach volleyball in the under-19, under-21, under-23 competition. That's world competition at the World Beach Championships. Okay, let's take a look at this one way in. Beautiful shot to the corner.
ASU by a pair. Riley Pickrell. They set Namo, another block. ASU, Whitney Follett.
Follett pointing to the floor, letting Namo know that hit in front of her. Usually in women's volleyball, the ref shakes their finger at them when they do stuff like that. But I like it.
Well, we're showing a little emotion.
Yeah.
And if it bothers you, that's how you respond, right?
Well, she hit that seam. I don't know how, you know, she's hit the seam like 4 times in her first 4 shots. So they better close it.
Standing about 5'10", playing on the outside. Really, as we mentioned, athletic. Can go up the ladder. Dug out nicely by Formico. Namo tries to grab the far corner, or the near corner, I should say. Whitney Follett with the kill.
No approach, so that was nice timing by Follett. She didn't bother to get an approach. She had plenty of time, but she was on about the 6-foot line, like she was approaching for a quick set in the middle. Nice set. Now that's higher than it was when she left in the 3rd set, so she still needs to set it higher than that, but that's a good improvement.
Jessica Namo to serve.
Good serve. I didn't know it was going to be that good, but it had a lot of heat on it.
Coach, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, half that ball hit above the net. The force brought it over. Another
fires it low. That one into the net.
Yeah. Now they're going to serve her. They're going to serve Namo. Follett can put the ball anywhere. So one thing we know is nobody wants to serve from Formico because she's probably the best passer in the league. See, that was too low and slow. She had to set that one over the net. Felix didn't even take a swing. There.
Back set, hammer.
Out of bounds.
But it's wide.
Yeah.
So ASU leads at 10-7.
Felix says, that's all right, it's my fault. But the set was low again.
And if you're just joining us, we saw senior and seldom used Michelle Leonard come on to set for a while.
See, the quick hitter, Felix, probably knows by now that if you tell a setter it's her fault, you don't see another set again.
Got it.
So you say it's my fault, and you'll get another one. Solid, good up. Great up.
Great effort by the Devils.
McLean
for the Bruins.
Almost kept that ball in play, roundhousing it back into the court. Couldn't be controlled though.
Riley Pickrell. A little miscommunication between the two there. And a kill that time, Jordan Anderson.
10-10 in the fourth.
ASU winning the second set, 25-19. UCLA opened it with the win.
Nice swing by Lexi McLean. I think Lexi's the leading hitter so far, stat-wise. She's hitting 150. Follett's hitting 115. Pickerel 028. Ben's 111.
And by the way, the block there for Lexi as she gives one right back. Well, the blocks are the story. That's 18 now for ASU.
Yeah, what a clinic they're putting on. Oh, left a little hole, and Leonard found it. When they get a good pass, they have UCLA has such a good middle attack. The middle tends to be a little late on the left side, leaving a little seam open there.
That's 20 kills for Anderson. We really don't want to overlook that. She's 20 of 39.
Well, yeah,
miscues. Pancake, beautiful.
You get 50% kills, and you're doing a good job.
Just kept alive. Just kept alive by Namo. 12-11 ASU leads it. Three with a huge swing. 13-11.
Nice pancake, right hand, and she directs it to the right, and there's a termination. The outside blocker was too wide. Lawless has got to come in on that inside side.
Pickerel into the scorer's table to keep that one alive. Harker sends it over. Another attempted block by ASU. Just a punch over by the libero.
Good job by McLean reaching up and keeping that ball alive. Oh, a little seam. And Kuntz wasn't over the net. She was straight up and down. She got used.
This is Haley Lawless with the kill.
Yeah, Lawless.
She won 4 state titles here in the state of Arizona at Seton Catholic. Played her club volleyball for Club Red. 13-12 ASU on the service error.
UCLA doesn't usually make this many service errors. They have 11 service errors so far. And Arizona State is 3 aces and only 3 errors after 4 sets.
That's a huge difference. Think about that number alone, Coach. You put that together with the kills, and that's
8-point differential right there.
So it's rare we see a UCLA team make the mistakes they have made on the road on a very important weekend. The home team certainly feasting. They'll be glad to take advantage.
Out. Break fast. UCLA women's soccer, go Bruins.
Glad to have you back. Arizona State, a very solid night. Pac-12 volleyball brought to you by Tatcha Car. Don't forget Sunday. It's been an incredibly memorable season in men's water polo. Join us Sunday at 3 for the NPSF Championships. Only on Pac-12 Bay Area, Pac-12 Los Angeles, or watching on Pac-12 Now and pac-12.com. Ariano keeps it alive. Pickerel looks for another ASU point, and she finds that point.
Well, that was a good swing because she was about 8 feet off the net, and the ball was behind her shoulder. She did a good job just keeping that in play. That was a net. The middle attacker went into the net. Followed through into the net. Lawless just crushes that one. 1-on-1.
Her 5th kill.
That was a real high set. I think Coots got it out over there. She was looking for the dink shot. There's two kills in a row now by Pickrell. So if she can come alive, she will provide the enthusiasm for the Sun Devil team.
Has been on a roll, has 10 kills now, 10 of 39 with those 7 miscues. Also has 7 digs and a pair of blocks. Sister Kylie with the serve that is deep.
Well, they have a nice lead. The Sun Devils are 4 points ahead, 18-14. Eno is a terrific server. Look at that serve drop.
Point Devils 19-14. They lead it 2 sets to 1. Up by 5. Number 24 team in the land, the number 11 team in the nation. The RPI says a little bit differently. These two teams, those are the numbers that matters. The back step, too tough to block, so a kill for Claire Felix.
Muno made a very good set that time. 15-foot high set to the pin. Good job.
The Bruins trying to move some momentum in their direction. Picked over by Lexi.
Using the block. Good job by the hitter.
The kill for Claire Felix, 19-16. Felix 9 of 21 with just 3 errors. 5 away for ASU on what would be a great way to start the weekend.
Well, Namo is not serving well. Look for Bushley to come in next time to serve for her, next time she gets to the back row.
Paulette with the service error. You talked about it earlier. ASU only with 5 service errors to 13 for UCLA.
I don't know if Coach Seeley can afford the substitutions. They get 15, and he substitutes 2 smalls in for the bigs. Oh, one-on-one. Very nice. Great coverage by the Sun Devils.
They keep it alive. They earn the point.
Mercedes-Benz puts the overpass away.
Ben's 3rd kill.
Good block, but a better up and a better save of the up. And Benz gets the kill on the overpass. That's Pickerel showing some emotion.
Senior night. Some emotion on the floor. Senior serving it. Ariano, but a kill UCLA, moving right back where they want to be.
Okay, they'll be back in it if they can get a point on the serve here.
Starts it with the serve. Just a beautiful touch. There is a chance for UCLA. Boots tried to sneak one by. Bree Bailey.
Putting it on the line. They've got to move the block in on Bailey, who's a wrist-away hitter, and get that middle blocker in front of him.
Big, deep breath here for Lexi McLean. As ASU edges closer.
Well, Nama is having some problems passing and serving, but now she's in the front row, and this is why they put her in, to get some kills.
There's a break for UCLA a moment ago. Lawless with the kill, though, taking advantage. Carly Drolson to serve for the Bruins. That jump serve just climbs over the net. A break again. Back-to-back breaks for the Bruins.
Yeah, that tape shot, it moved the trajectory upward. They couldn't handle it.
Devils lead it 2 sets to 1.
Hits the antenna. Namo lets that ball cross her hitting shoulder and drives it into the antenna. Got to swing fast on that quick set to the outside and pick it off before it gets to your shoulder.
Up by 3, 2 away. Parker starts it with the serve. And the other side, the answer, Haley Lawless.
All right, Felix comes in the front row now.
Taylor Formico with the service.
22 into the net. That would be McLean into the net. Point UCLA.
Formico with a tough serve to dig out. Pickrell fires it. UCLA keeps it alive in front of their own bench. Namo.
Oh, that was
that
a
back
nice
line
shot.
We're tied at 23.
Namo gets a set out beyond the sideline, 10 feet off the net, and puts it on the back line of the Sun Devils for the kill. Now watch how she handles this one. This is way wide, and she puts enough topspin on it for it to drop. Good shot by Namo, who came in for Bushler, I think, in the third set, as I recall. And he's getting a few kills for the Bruins.
Coach, in this situation, are you literally designing a play or two? I mean, right now?
Oh, yeah. I'm telling the setter who to set on a good pass. I'm telling her what plays to call. That means telling the hitters what routes to run. And I'm going to try to get the middle blocker misdirected, going in the wrong direction, and try to get a one-on-one. And then if it's a bad pass, I'm just telling the setter, make a good set. Make a good set to anybody. Just make a hittable set.
Hashtag Pac-12VB. Join us on Twitter. Al Skates, Darren Sutton. Al, the legendary men's national championship coach, 21 times at UCLA. We're on campus here at Arizona State University, and ASU trying to pull an upset. Now, I mean, if you're going to give Jason Watson some truth serum, you won so many titles, but you had some uphill battles. If you give Watson the truth serum, he does not want it to go far.
Well, no, he wants to set the ball in front of Namo right now, who's blocking on the the left side of UCLA's defense. But you want to swing somebody, maybe Kuntz in front of her. You don't want to set in front of Felix, who just blocked it.
That one
out of bounds. Out of bounds.
24-23. Pickrell with the error.
Okay, you got Lawless on the line, and she tried to squeeze it in. Follett in the middle. Now, Follett's a great middle attacker, so that made sense. That made sense. Felix was one-on-one with her. Good stop.
Kylie came in with 13 aces, 19 miscues. She's a wild card as a server, but can be tough. And that is tough. Just up over that net. Touch, unable to dig it out.
See, McLean should have had two hands on that ball, but she tried a right-hand pancake. Well, she's a rookie. She'll learn how to play D. She goes along.
He's had a heck of a match and had a heck of a couple of weeks. Set point for UCLA. Follett.
Oh, almost. Namo almost keeps it in play. Deuce at 25.
Whitney's been good. He's 10 of 29. She has 3 blocks as well. She got the kill that time. Junior Pickrell serves it.
Oh my goodness. That dig should have been controlled.
Parker and Kylie Pickrell went side by side, shoulder to shoulder, and I think they cost one another.
Yeah, Felix just lobbed that ball in, trying to keep it in play.
Back and forth we go at 26.
Remember I commented Bushler should have come in for Namo. She's been missing serves. But I don't know if Coach Seeley has enough substitutions. There's a lot of substitutions in women's volleyball, 15 of them.
Boy, Follett, how about that serve to start things? Blocked at the net. So instead, it's deep for Anderson. She went over her blockers. A back set and a Bruin look at set point again.
I like Muno's velocity on that set. She made sure the middle blocker wasn't going to be involved. Felix got to put that one away.
Bruins trying to get it to a fifth. Just feel like they can do it.
Hitting the tape and going out of bounds. That's it. Fourth set, go to the Bruins.
So we're taking it 5, and the Bruins. Coach Jason Watson did not want this. His team had some serious momentum. A 5-setter on a Friday night in the Pac-12.
Nothing could be better.
That's exactly right.
This is not an end. And it's here the West is won.
One of those things when you know you have a team that has really been tough historically against you, and you have them on the ropes. They were up 6 late in the fourth set, unable to put UCLA away. There were some moments for UCLA and Coach Seeley. They have found a way to avoid the block of the Sun Devils in order to win that fourth set.
Well, the team that has had the highest hitting efficiency has won each set. And that means they're sighting out better when the other team is serving. And that's exactly what we've been seeing from set to set. Now the big block of ASU gives them a chance to win. And they're holding UCLA way down to 160 for the night, which is way below their average. On the other hand, Arizona State's only hitting 128, way below their average.
UCLA hits 236 on the year and ASU 210. UCLA has held opponents to 202 or lower in 18 of their 21 wins, and obviously ASU dramatically below that.
Yeah, they do a great job through their digging, but you know, tonight Arizona State is digging a lot of balls too. They've done 60 balls, and UCLA's done 65 balls so far. So it's a great defensive night for both teams.
Funny thing about this team, UCLA, they are 14-1 away from Westwood.
That's amazing,
right?
I know it.
That's why they didn't panic when they were down. I mean, the momentum, the crowd was with them. They really didn't show much or any panic. Bailey with the first kill.
Coach Seeley did a good job with Muno, who was having a very bad third set at the setting position. He talked to her for 1 minute before he took her out of the game. But now he put her back, and she's upsetting a lot better. Look at that save. Bump set over the head.
Parker ended up setting Pickrell very deep and into the net, 1-1.
You know, she took a good swing at it, though, and that's what you have to do. It was high enough to take a good swing.
Wilson subs in to serve. Senior from Del Mar, California, Torrey Pines High School.
Serving Pickerel. They're going to serve her because they're going to set her. And she wants to throw her offside and fool around with her route. If you stat a hitter and they pass, they usually don't hit as well. And that's what they know. Comes right back at her. And McLean jumps in front of her and passes. And so an undisturbed route, and Pickerel gets the kill. Boy, McLean looked like a libero on that play. A 6'2" libero.
Deuces right now. Setter Kylie Pickerel with the serve. Set to Follett. It's dug out of that back row by Grolson. The answer by the Devils, they needed 3-2.
Frager was so late. She was just standing there on the floor when the ball was set. She's got to get up and be available. Or Muno, setter.
4,000 assists in her high school career. 1,000 digs for Pickrell. That was a big dig right there at the college level.
Nice set to Lawless, who just gets on it big time. I think Lawless is looking pretty good right now. I'd go to her again. Watch how hard she hits this ball. Can't be done.
We talked about how fun that is when you come back home. She's from here to play like that, to have plays like that.
Namo hitting the ball hard. I hope they put in a sub for Namo because she's serving so badly when she gets back to the service line. But she's doing really a good job in the front line.
It's an athletic play, too. Even though she did hit the ball hard, she had to wait just a moment. Now
that's
a block.
Her second solo block. You know, she barely gets above the net on a block jump, but she penetrates quickly, and she has good technique. Watch how quickly she extends her arms here. Perfect.
Drolson with the dig, Namo with the big swing.
Follett in a little early, just keeps it on play.
And ASU block again, that time Mercedes-Benz.
Boy, Benz is having a great night. I'll tell you, that's her 5th. Makes for a big night at the middle blocking position.
A couple of summers ago, Ben's part of that United States Volleyball Collegiate National Team. Parker with a pretty dig. Follett, hammer time.
On the right side, Follett's been looking good tonight. Another really hard spike.
Whitney's 11 of 35 with 5 miscues, hitting 171. Cassidy Pickrell started it with the serve, the kill.
Lawless gets another kill. Long back set. Munoz made a perfect set to her.
Haley's hitting 320, 10 of 25. She's got just 2 errors.
Yeah, and they've all come in the last 2 sets. All are really good hits.
Lexi with an attempt at a kill there. Blocking the net, Benz again.
I mean, there's nowhere to go. You've got Follett taking the line and Benz taking the middle. And all 4 hands are way over the net. Our forearms are way over the net.
Great 5th set, folks. Great Pac-12 volleyball. We're glad to have you with us tonight. Al Skates and I. My name's Darren Sutton.
Out of bounds that time. Right into the middle blocker, but our hands were facing out of bounds, and that's where the ball went.
But darn if they weren't there again. Just off the mark.
Namo at the service line. Let's see if she can keep this one in. Lobs it in to McLean.
You called that one. Boy, UCLA right at the wall. So deep. It is fired deep. An adjustment there on the over by Anderson. Bailey has it stuffed. Lexi McLean, a beautiful dig by Namo.
Great set by Muno in deep corner again. Boy, she has that shot down. Looks like a short dink and puts it long.
It's the 3rd time we've seen Jordan Anderson tonight make this decision right here. You know where I go. I ask you to take me inside of either huddle. Let's start with ASU.
Okay, well, the coach, Watson, if he doesn't know who's blocking for UCLA, he asked one of his assistants who's keeping their formation. And he says, all right. Then he picks out the weakest blocker, and he says, he looks at his offense, and can he get a good attacker against their weakest blocker? If he can do that, he calls a play to make that happen. And then, if it's a bad pass, he says, just put up a good set to anybody. Okay, in this situation, you just keep it away from Felix, the middle blocker. Or put up a good set. That's it.
Bree Bailey with the kill, the junior out of Highland, Utah, Lehigh High School.
They tried to move the block to get that cross-court shot that Bailey's been putting away, but they couldn't quite get it.
Remember her freshman year, she had more than 300 kills her freshman year. All freshman Pac-12 team. The senior with the dig. Forward Good set, Lexi McLean. The answer is there by Formica.
Into the antenna. Point, Sun Devils.
Back to 8.
Now that fast set to the outside that Muno's delivering, you have to have a quick arm. Don't let it pass your shoulder, or it goes in the antenna. Wow. That's Felix. The referee's stand was in the way. Here she comes. Oh, just a little bit of line, and she drills it. Not much there, but she got it in.
Well, she's had a heck of a match. She's 12 of 25 with just 3 errors. I mean, she has been really dependable. Oh, my goodness, Jordan Anderson.
You think she hit that one hard? Wait, there's some splinters on the floor. Boy, she crushed that one.
So again, when you have a great player, you talk about everybody else, and then the great player ends up being the great player.
Yeah, defense doesn't have enough time to take a step and get that ball. You have enough time to get the ball. If your hands are clasped in your navel in the center of your body like those hands were, we just saw on the replay, you don't have time to get it from your navel to your hip. That's how hard she's hitting the ball. You've got to start with your hands outside your body, or you don't dig that ball in the seam. She's putting up so much velocity on the ball.
Got 23 kills. By the way, don't forget Wednesday, an epic finale for our Women's Volleyball Match of the Week series. After suffering a 3-set sweep earlier in the season, number 11 UCLA wants revenge. They want to take down USC, number 1 team in the land. The Match of the Week Wednesday at 8. Pac-12 Network, Pac-12 Now, Pac-12.com, my apologies.
Well, the team that's been hitting with the best hitting efficiency has won every set. And this set, UCLA's hitting 158, and they're holding Arizona State to 105. So that can be turned around now. There's plenty of time.
Darren Sutton Owl skates on campus at Arizona State University on senior night. Whitney Follett's family, certainly, and her support crew in attendance.
Okay, Bree Bailey is on the left side. She has 13 kills. She's leading the Sun Devils. Look for the ball to go to her. And it does.
It does.
And Muno is waiting for it and gets the clamp. Frager was coming in fast to close it, but I think Muno got this one all by herself. Yes, she did.
Zana out of Notre Dame High School in Southern California went up the ladder for that block. Deep. Took over. Jasmine Kuntz was ready.
There's the pineapple, a long dig shot. That one's out of bounds. She's made 3 kills with that shot, but she couldn't keep that one in.
He's going to nose out the other squad at the finish line of this one. 11-9 UCLA. Lexi McLean with the serve. And there's Jordan again.
Heavy heat right off the top of the middle blocker Kuntz for the kill. And Haley comes in, and she's been hot. Haley Lawless. So now they have 2 hot hitters up in the front court.
And Muno starts it with the serve. The block is there.
Frager.
There's Lawless and Frager.
Frager gets all of that one.
2 away.
All right. Sun Devils have to side out now. They have to side out. Now you've got Frager, who's one of the top blockers in the conference. You want to get the ball one-on-one to the outside at this point. So it's going to have to be a good pass and a quick set to make that happen. Now, either end blocker will be fine. Wherever your strongest attacker is, Benz is still on the left side. Now, Muno got that last one, but she's not a great blocker, and Benz is more of a cross-court hitter. But Muno moved in and gave her some line that time.
It's been quite a journey for Zana this match. I mean, subbing out for a little while, she stepped up in front of the net. This has been a big learning experience for the freshman setter who, if it weren't for Ryan Chandler's injury, wouldn't be playing much at all right now.
Well, yeah, Leonard hasn't played a set all year. She's a senior setter, But she's definitely was the third setter on this team a few weeks ago. Now she finally got in, and she played a whole half set. So that was quite a break on the bench.
She handled it well. You made a point that her coach handled her well.
Yeah, he told her he told her what he was going to do, so she wouldn't be upset and stay positive. He told her he was going to put her back, and he did.
She stands at the service line right now, just a freshman.
Oh,
and just an
lucky ace.
14-9, match point.
Yeah, that was very unlucky.
You got to smile, Andy. You have to smile.
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go.
Yeah, of course.
The jump serve to follow. UCLA looking to take this one home. Not yet. Bree Bailey got a hand on her way over.
Yeah, Bailey's had a really good match. But she won't be in for another 3 rotations, so she may not get back in.
Allie Harker with the serve.
Lawless.
It's got a piece of the hand, and UCLA takes another giant step forward. This program that is so tough on the road, so tough. 15-1 now away from Westwood. A hard-fought 5-setter. They win set 5, 15-10.
I'll tell you what's ironic about this. If they keep playing like they're playing, they're going to host the first 2. First couple of rounds of the NCAA championships.
And they want to.
Yeah, I know. They're in the top 16 they're going to host. They're so good on the road. Well, that'll come later.
I got you. I got you. When you play to host. So here's a quick thought. Obviously, the block's important for ASU. It kept them in. The dig's important for UCLA. That is what was a big part of their game early. But in the end, the great players changed the match. And Anderson had 24 kills. She hit 260 almost.
Yeah, it's hard to keep her down. She hits the ball so hard. A lot of times when the block wasn't over the net, she would knock the hands back and still get her kill. So the key to Anderson is to penetrate early and be waiting for her to hit the ball. Otherwise, you're going to lose the battle.
The lights go down. Senior night video is shown up on the scoreboard, and the seniors played very, very well here. ASU victorious here. They thought they might have been. UCLA fought back and won it in 5. The 11th ranked team in the land. He's Al Skates. I'm Darren Sutton. This has been a production of the Pac-12 Networks. Until next time, good night from Tempe, Arizona.